Good morning, beautiful people. I've been thinking a lot about collective trauma for many, many weeks, but since last night, it's really been in my universe, my reality, middle of the night, this morning, last night, and I keep hearing that we all need to stop reacting, blaming, shaming, guilting, and going into hate and anger mode over what is happening on the planet and all the different policies that have been put in place, which many of them make absolutely no sense if you really stop to question instead of just buying into the story you're being told. And last night I had an experience that about pushed me to the edge. And had I been pushed any farther, it was probably going to erupt in a lot of yelling and sobbing, which maybe needs to happen. There's a lot of stuff coming up. But I kept cool and I left the situation and I went home and I went to bed relatively early. But in the middle of the night, it showed up again. And it's really just so much about the collective trauma and how we are being so horrible to each other by pushing our beliefs and what we have bought into as the story out in the world as true that everybody should be abiding by. There is no room anymore for discussion or personal rights or questioning. And if you question, then there must be something really wrong with you. Seems to be what a lot of people think. And a lot of people are not considering, as they're going around shaming people for whatever it is that they're shaming them for today, and a lot of it is wearing that thing on your face. What are they triggering within the person that they're trying to shame or bully into doing what they think they should be doing? These triggers, I feel very strongly, are about to reach a boiling point because the world has had enough. And what happens when that boiling point is hit? I've been thinking a lot about this and I keep hearing we really need to watch our energy, watch and observe the emotions that are coming up and sit with them and release them. Look at them. What is creating that emotion? Why do we feel we need to guilt somebody into putting that thing on or shame them because they're not doing what society has been programmed to believe should be done? What is coming up in us that is pushing that kind of energy out? When we can do that, then we all begin to heal. We all come into a better energetic space. And I know that society has programmed us to believe that emotions are bad things. You should not get angry. You should not cry, especially if you're a man. Oh my gosh, do not cry if you're a man. And, women should not get angry. We should just sit and be quiet. No. When we have anger show up, when we have tears show up, or any other emotion, that's a sign that there is something there to be healed, something there to look at, something there to let go of. But we have not been taught generally how to do this. We've been raised in families where this wasn't allowed, or they didn't have the tools to deal with it. And so a lot of us are standing up and saying, wait a minute, we need to look at this emotion. Where is it coming from? And often where it's coming from when you dive down into it is not even where you started. With this experience I had last night, I was just ready to start crying when I left the experience. And I thought, okay, breathe. Here are 5 other things that are going on in your reality this week that are pushing you over the edge. We also have all this light coming in on the planet for like 8 hours yesterday, which was doing upgrades, and I've had a headache on and off for 3 days as part of these upgrades. And okay, and what else is happening? And what else am I tapping into that really I just need to stop tapping into? And then, what is the lesson here for me? What can I learn? What can I let go of? So my invitation to you for the rest of today and this weekend is to sit with and witness the emotions that are coming up for you, especially if you're out among other people and there's other stuff happening. Just step back and observe. Become a bit neutral about it. Take the judgment out, which is not easy. Believe me, I'm judging myself 10 different ways about these feelings I have over last night and what's coming up for me today. But I'm trying to just let that go, unplug from the collective, tap into source, listen for what's true for me, and pay attention to what is being let go of within me and within my reality. And this is an okay thing. And the more that we can witness our emotions and dig deep and see where they're coming from and what is the root, just keep peeling away those layers, the whole collective will be so much better off. All of our relationships will be better and they will change. And we will feel better. We won't be all drugged down into this nasty energy. So unplug from the collective, sit with your emotions, see where they're coming from, let things go. Try to be in a space of neutrality, no judgment, and just let that layer peel off. I also invite you to drink plenty of water because we really have had so much light coming in on the planet, and it's still filtering in today, although not as intensely as it did yesterday. And there are just many things that are ready to go. So take care of yourself. If you need to rest, do that. If you need to reach out and talk to a friend because you've hit a boiling point and you're going to lose it, reach out. Do some journaling. I have a lot of things today that are coming up that I cannot speak to people, and I won't dump that energy on them. So I'm going to sit down later, do a lot of writing, and then burn it and just send it out to the universe, let it go, and then see what shifts in my reality. So there's plenty of different ways that you can take care of yourself as we move through this. And the energies will just keep being intense because the collective has so much trauma to purge from our current realities, current lives, our past lives, and connected to our ancestors. And a lot of you today watching this showed up here to do just that for yourself, your family, and your ancestors. And it is not an easy job. So I send you all much love. I invite you again to just observe your emotions, let things go, and see who you become tomorrow, the next day, as you just let it all disappear. Have a beautiful day. Bye.